Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
When daily energy fades and your drive just isn't what it used to be, Game Day Men's Health helps you step back into top form. Game Day Men's Health is one of the country's fastest growing clinics, and they focus on men's wellness, providing customized solutions with professionalism and privacy in mind. Testosterone optimization, weight management, vitamin injections, and shockwave therapy are just a few of the many things they offer. Restore your energy and rediscover confidence with the help of Game Day Men's Health, because every man deserves to feel his best every day. Visit them online at GameDayMen'sHealth.com today or in person at one of their 2 locations in Omaha.
Now's the best time to lock in early order savings on a new John Deere planter from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Plant for success with the latest technology, including Exact Emerge high-speed planters that help you cover more acres with greater precision and productivity. Order your planter for next year now to unlock the biggest savings of the season. Contact your local Landmark location today and experience the Landmark difference.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake. Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Gray. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Gray.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, welcome to this beautiful Monday morning. A little cloudy, a little windy, a little overcast here in the capital city, but yet it is a good morning. We got state baseball going on this week, so of course the shows will be altered a little bit. We'll have Nick and I believe maybe Austin Orman. Nick for sure will be coming in at 10 o'clock there from Omaha Live. We got Jackson holding it down, the ones and twos. We got Rafferty back in H-Town, Huntsville, Alabama. Rafferty, good morning to you, man.
Good morning. How is everyone today?
Doing good, brother. Rafferty, any hiccups on the way back home last night?
Nope. It was pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. Not as rough as what I was expecting. So it was good to go. Made it through St. Louis. I was looking for tornado damage, but I didn't see any when I drove through. So it must have been on the other side of town.
They had some serious weather, man. Thoughts and prayers to those, the first responders and families impacted with that inclement weather that was all throughout that area. So, brother, glad you made it back safely. Ralph, you hit the road what time Sunday morning?
About 8:45.
And got into Huntsville because I woke up and I to use the bathroom. I seen where you got in there. What time was when you got in there?
Oh, like 9:45.
You made some great time, man.
Yeah, there weren't too many stops. A couple restroom stops, a couple gas stops, but try to get there as quick as possible.
I know that's right, man. Jackson, what about you, man? How was the weekend, brother?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Did some state baseball here on Saturday, and
nice.
Took Sunday a little easy. So yeah, it was a good weekend.
I appreciate it. Yeah, old dad 34. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the congratulations. I am still exhausted, Raff and Jackson. Yeah, I am still tired, dude. I was in bed last night about 8. I was falling asleep at 8. Was in bed by 8:30, and the clock went off. Well, I got up a few times. My back that's a whole nother story. But got up a few times to stretch that, and alarm went off at 4. So I got up, walked around, stretched it, went back to bed. Yeah, so the 4 a.m. will continue tomorrow. But man, this morning, man, the back was locked. I was on my feet a lot this weekend, as you can imagine. But man, big shout out and a big congratulations to Maddie and Keenan Davis, my son. Obviously, Maddie LeBlanc got married. Raph, what do you think? People had the unders and overs on who's going to cry more, me or Dennis LeBlanc?
You know, going into the weekend, I would have took you a heartbeat, but Dennis struck pretty hard with a lot of tears. He was walking down the aisle. His lip was quivering just walking down the aisle. So, yeah, I think he might have edged you out.
May edge me out. The night it was close.
Because I saw you like right when you guys were about ready to walk out, you were standing back there and I could see your lip quiver. And I was like, oh, here we go. We got ourselves a cry fest here today.
Yeah, it was a lot of tears being shed, man. That's for sure. And for a lot of different reasons. You know, it was a lot of different reasons, but it was Maddie was absolutely stunning in her dress. Just stunning. Daughter. And not to be, she's family, along with Dennis and Corrine. A big shout out to them. It was just magical, man. It really was a magical event. Big shout out to Josh Banderas and Tom Banderas and the whole team at the Acreage out in Palmyra. I mean, folks, if you want to see you want to see a major and surreal production. I mean, they do. Raff, is it just me, or did you feel the same way, man?
No, it's top notch. It's definitely top notch. It's a great place.
They did a tremendous job with everything, Jackson, from the lights, from the seating to the ambiance, the tables. I mean, it was just one of those ones that's going to take us a while to kind of even process and break it down. Dennis and Kareen came by yesterday afternoon and dropped by some more food from the event, more cake. Then we took some of that food and cake. My brother Mark lives like a block and a half away from me, and my siblings are in town. So my brother-in-law, Chris, the one that's from Louisiana, he made jambalaya. He made shrimp etouffee, and red beans and rice. There's a reason why I was in bed at 8:00. He threw, and he does it. I mean, he does it Southern style, man. So we took more food over there, and then he made that, and so we're on the backyard. I mean, just my siblings, and that was another reason it was emotional, because that was the first time all 5 of us have been together where it wasn't a tragedy, you know. But you know, mom and dad's presence were definitely felt. Our oldest brother Butchie's presence was definitely felt, and one of Butch's and Mark's friends, Johnny Perry, was over at Mark's last night, just sharing stories about our oldest brother Miles, who's no longer with us. He passed away in 2009. And so it was just, like I said, a lot of things to process, but all good things this time, Jackson and Raff. It wasn't, Raff, as you know, the last time it was a lot different emotions as far as that goes. So David, brother, I'm telling you, the jambalaya, it was ridiculous, man. I mean, and this dude cooks it in his sleep. But a great weekend of festivities. Just couldn't be more grateful, man. And just thank God for it all. Everything went off without a hitch. And so it was an awesome event. Beautiful venue. And again, I can't stress enough, man, if you get a chance to go to a wedding out at the Acreage, definitely do it. Go online and check them out. The Acreage, it's just magical. Bando made sure, Big Tom Banderas, of course, former tight end in Nebraska, made sure that everything was smooth. And Josh, his son, who's also played here in Nebraska, those guys. And Josh worked like he was the only one there, Raff. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he was all over the place. He was, when we pulled up to park, he was sitting out in the golf cart taking people up. I was like, wow, that's Josh right there. You know, I did not expect that. Then it was crazy, because throughout the night, he was kind of like, I was trying to think of there was either a movie or a TV show where the guy kept on showing up in different avenues. Like one second he was the bartender, the next second he was helping serve food, the next second he was running the lights, the next second he was outside lighting the fire pit. You know, it's like, but like you said, he's like, I want this done right, and you know, I want to have every aspect of it, you know, especially this first year with them getting started. And then, so it's a cool place.
They did a great job. There is a lot of things that happen in sports too, Raff. I mean, we had just like there was just so many things going on, man.
Wait a second, AD. Wait a second. Jordy Ball just hit another home run. Okay, we're back.
That was pretty much it.
Oh my gosh, Raff. I mean, and we're going to talk more in depth about her as well. But Raff, it was what she did with the 4 bats, 4 home runs. I mean, it was just, what's that?
And she had 7 walks throughout the weekend. So, I mean, just, she was either a home run or she was on base. Good on base percentage.
Absolutely. It was just, I think, you know, we are on task to talk about softball right now, because we got OKC and all the rest of that stuff later. So, yeah, it is softball. Raff, I'm going to tell you what, man, they weren't even really tested so far since they've been down there.
No, not even close. I think they run-ruled every game, didn't they?
Yeah, because I'm going to pull up some of the stats on them right now. But, of course, we're talking about Nebraska. First of all, let's go back to where Nebraska takes care of UConn. You know, a game to where I thought would be a lot closer to that. They absolutely, I mean, they beat the smoke out of UConn, and they put away any thoughts of them even being in the game, Raff. And they're just playing. Is it just me, or does it seem like those girls are playing with almost like with a chip on their shoulder? It seems to me. Would you say that's true, or what's your opinion on it, man?
Yeah, I think they have that fire. I think, like I said it from the beginning, I thought Nebraska would be one of the most dangerous teams in the tournament. And now you've really created a monster, because now they believe that they're right there with the upper echelon of the softball, you know, society, or you would say. So yeah, it's going to be exciting to see, what they do in Knoxville this upcoming weekend.
The game against kind of a review of what happened with UConn. 10 hits, 10 runs. End up beating those guys 10-2. Ruled them, of course. That game was put away in the sixth inning. I'm sorry. They took care of business against UConn. Game the Squires were trying to get out to, John, as you know, Chris, as you know, had some flight issues. So they didn't make I don't think they made any of that UConn game, to be honest with you. I have to double check them because I think they get back today, or they got back late last night. I think it was today they get back, but they were, for rightfully so, they were pretty upset regarding that, but was totally out of their hands. But UConn, Nebraska took care of UConn 10-2 in 6 innings. Ball again was 2 for 2 with 2 home runs, 2 walks, and 5 RBIs. At that time, put her 21 home runs in the season, made her 4th ever NCAA player to win 20-plus wins in the circle and 21. I just don't know how she's not the player of the year, Raff. Let's go on that tangent for a second. Raff, how isn't she the player of the year?
I would have to think she's got to be unanimously the player of the year. Now you're talking not just player of the year, you're talking greats in the history of softball. Like Nick Sainert posted a thing on his Twitter, she's going to be right up there with the Jenny Finches of the world when it's all said and done, because we forget she still has 1 more year left.
That is scary to think she's got another year to go, Jackson.
Terrifying. For any of her team, that's terrifying.
Jackson, your thoughts on just the overall weekend before I dive into to Southeastern Nebraska. What's your overall thoughts with the softball?
One word: dominance. Just absolute dominance. Jordy Ball from really the entire team. Just overall dominance. Getting to the first super regional for the first time since, what was it, 2014?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. It was such a great weekend. It was so much fun to watch. I haven't really watched a lot of college softball in my life personally until this weekend when I was tuning in and watching Jordy Ball go crazy. It was awesome.
Some quick notes about them. Nebraska, they advanced to their NCAA Super Regional for the first time, of course, since 2014, as you mentioned. As their 2025, this regional title is the 9th in program history. Check this stat out. Well, state too, but stat. Nebraska, we have 100 doubles on the season, along with 106 home runs. This year's Huskers, they're 11th team in history with 100-plus doubles and 100-plus homers in the same season. And Jordy Ball's solo home run in the first inning put her season run total at 23, new program record. The previous was 22, set by Eiley Viola in 1998. Yeah. And I can go on and on and on and on. There's a slew of other numbers they have here that's going in. But, yeah, Nebraska will take on Tennessee. Team they beat earlier this season, if I'm not mistaken, Rafferty and Jackson.
7-1 in the first game of the year.
7-1?
Yep.
Yep, first team to beat. And obviously, we know, just like Nebraska's not that same team at the beginning of the year, Tennessee's not that same team at the beginning of the year either. So to keep that in our conscious as well. But you know what, Raff, you think about this, and Jackson, Southeastern Louisiana State, first of all, they shocked everybody by beating the host team LSU at home. Raff, do you think it was lightning in a bottle? Obviously, Nebraska going to end up taking care of business, but you think about the shock that was for the host team LSU to get trounced like that at home.
Yeah, at first I think it was lightning in a bottle, but then they came back and beat them again, and it was like, wow, this is wild. And then the way Nebraska easily dispensed of them, it was a crazy weekend down in Baton Rouge, the way those games transpired, because I thought when they beat LSU that first night, I was like, okay, Nebraska's going to have their hands full. Then they came out, run ruled them, and then they went back and played LSU again, and then they beat LSU by a run. That the next day, it was a crazy weekend. Everything could not have fell into place better for Nebraska.
It is going to be interesting. That game is when, Raff? Is it 2? Not 2. Is it? No.
I think it's on Friday, May 23rd. I believe.
Double check. I need to be sure everything was going so crazy. Yes. So it's in 4 days. They play them the 23rd, which will be on
Friday. Day before my birthday. Just throwing it out there. Yeah. Have my presents ready.
Raff, you'll be the big 51 on the 24th.
Yep. I tie you on Saturday.
Yep. You'll be caught up with me. Jackson, we'll just be like 35 million years ahead of you. Life-wise, so Nebraska will, before we go to break here, Nebraska will take on Tennessee. at 6 p.m. That is going to be in Knoxville, Tennessee. Obviously, a home game for Tennessee right there. But Nebraska will take on Tennessee. That'll be on ESPN2. We can watch that, of course, leading up to that game Friday. We'll have more breakdown on that. But Nebraska takes care of business, advances, and then plays Tennessee. They're at home May 23rd, 6 p.m. on Friday. Team they beat 7-1 February 6th. They're in the Clearwater Beach, that class that they had down there near your hometown there, Jackson in Florida. Folks, when we come back, well, again, we got Raff holding it down. Back in Huntsville, we got Jackson and myself here at the Mothership. Nick is going to be on deck here in about 35 minutes. In Omaha, we got state baseball coming at you on this beautiful Monday morning. It's The Drive. We'll be right back.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and storms this afternoon. Otherwise, mainly cloudy and breezy with the high near 77. Tonight, a chance of showers and storms with a low around 50. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, mainly cloudy and breezy with a high near 64. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flechter for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Now's the best time to lock in early order savings on a new John Deere planter from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Plant for success with the latest technology, including Exact Emerge high-speed planters that help you cover more acres with greater precision and productivity. Order your planter for next year now to unlock the biggest savings of the season. Contact your local Landmark location today and experience the Landmark difference.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital. Your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
When daily energy fades and your drive just isn't what it used to be, Game Day Men's Health helps you step back into top form. Game Day Men's Health is one of the country's fastest growing clinics, and they focus on men's wellness, providing customized solutions with professionalism and privacy in mind. Testosterone optimization, weight management, vitamin injections, and shockwave therapy are just a few of the many things they offer. Restore your energy and rediscover confidence with the help of Game Day Men's Health, because every man deserves to feel his best every day. Visit them online at GameDayMen'sHealth.com today or in person at one of their 2 locations in Omaha.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. trial attorneys you can trust.
Jumpstart your summer to the max. Walk into any Max Tan in Lincoln and get a $5 standing tan session or a $5 red light wellness booth session. Your summer tan starts today with $5 sessions at Max Tan with 3 Lincoln locations.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. Coach Stroud, I appreciate you, man. Because you're right back to work after your son's big wedding. You know what? Although I love events, and obviously something like a wedding, that was the first that I've had in my family for, obviously for my kids at least. But I like routine too, because everything last week was not routine, Raff. We still did a radio, but after that, it was like prepare for this, prepare for that, prepare for this. So I like hopping back into routine. Yesterday was somewhat relaxing. They had to go back out there to the venue and grab a few things that Josh was so gracious to let us keep out there. Big shout out to Raff, Chris Fisher, and Jack Russell too. Helped me get some stuff home Saturday after the wedding, Saturday evening. So I think we got back to my house, Raff, what about midnight?
Yep, midnight.
Yeah, it was
So
about
to
midnight.
that, Coach Stroud, I drove all the way back to Alabama. So, hey.
What's that?
I said, take that, Coach Stroud. I drove all the way back to Alabama and prepped you for a wedding. I mean,
so yeah, I like to be back in routine and to get these things rolling. But yeah, it was at first I was depending on my family schedule, my siblings that are in town, but I'm gonna have coffee with them afterwards, being it's an hour show because I forgot it's only an hour show today. So I like routine. Cody from Broken Bow, good morning to you. Talking about softball. He goes, my wife, me, and our son, and my in-laws, including 13-year-old softball player, sister-in-law, I have tickets to the morning session the first day of the CWS for softball, and just praying Nebraska makes it and plays in the AM. Cody, that would be awesome if we could do that, man. You guys, Raff, what about Scheffler, man? I mean, Scheffler takes care of business again. And you look at the rare air that Scheffler, we're talking about the PGA Championship. The dude is only 28 years old. I mean, I think the only thing we can do is just appreciate just to simply watch him, Raff. I mean, you think about what he's done and what he's doing right now. He's one of the most, you look at this, look at The Athletic has this post on him. Since 2021, in golf's most dominant stretch since Brooks Koepka's 4 major wins in 8 tries from 2017 to 2019. The difference, though, is Koepka didn't win much outside of the majors. Because remember, he was winning all those majors, but nothing outside of it. You look at what Scheffler's done. He's won 12 non-major wins since 2022, including 2 Player Championships. Raff, are we seeing the second? Let me take this back. We're seeing something special, extra special, I would say, since Tiger Woods. I'm not going to say anything close to like the second coming because those numbers still don't even add up as rare as it is. Are we seeing Scheffler at 28, 29 next month? Do we see him continue this run that he's doing? Because it seems effortless right now.
yeah, I think so. I mean, the thing that I've said about Scheffler from not day one, but for like at least the past year is he is the most unflappable golfer that, I mean, yeah, Tiger Woods is, the greatest, him, Jack Nicklaus. But when it comes to being unflappable and running in the red and stuff like that, Scotty Scheffler is not like that. I mean, he was up 5 strokes going into yesterday. Next thing you know, John Rahm ties him up. I think he was going to 10, and Scheffler was having some driver issues, which he was using his backup driver also that they finally said. And he came out and played the back 9, and it wasn't even like he was even bothered by it. And then he ended up pulling away and winning the way he did. It's just, it was wild because I messaged you. I thought him and Rahm were going to be going back and forth in that back 9. And next thing you know, Rahm throws a few in the water and Scheffler's, rolling to victory.
Scheffler, again, he spent some time over in the driving range. Still an hour from his tee time. And it just seemed like, and then Schauffele, like I said, he did some things, but those guys could not catch.
No.
And Scotty Raff, I think the thing that blows me away so much about him, his demeanor does not change.
No, not at all. Never. And even like the way, like even when he took the lead, like I was listening to it on the radio when I was driving back, him and his caddy, it is they play, they do not look at the scoreboard. They said that he did not glance at the scoreboard until the 18th hole.
That is ridiculous, man. That is absolutely ridiculous. Sunday marked, folks, the 8th time since the start of 2024 that Scheffler, he entered the final round. He was either tied for the 54 lead after going 3 of 8 in such situations early in his career from 2020. This stat here, from 2020 to 23, he's now 8 of 8 in that stretch. 8 of 8, which is just absolutely insane, and especially the ups and downs of golf, which we've seen with John Rahm, Raff. I mean, to where it just seems like where Scotty gets that layer even close. Because remember, he was, after Thursday's round, what was he, like 4 or 5 back, give or take on that?
Yeah. Yep.
But he still realized, you know what? We still got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's see if you can keep up this pace with me for 4 days straight. He just not get flustered often, man. Not saying Jackson, he doesn't have his moments, but the dude is as steady as I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys kind of covered it all. I mean, it's Scotty Scheffler. Greatness.
There's not much you can say about the guy. I mean, it's like, what's going on here? Raff, you think, okay, the next big one they got, obviously, is going over the pond, the Open.
Yep.
Do you see anybody, Raff, even coming close to him in that one right there? And obviously, it's a different. Now, the Open's a little different. I say it's a little different in that, it's not stateside. It's a link-style course. You look at the travel and all the rest of it. I'm not saying those guys aren't used to that, but you tend to look at some of the guys of the Europeans. Even Raff, I'm going to tell you a guy who's been sniffing, I think, is closing in is Lowry. He's been right there. Had some things. Actually, the past 2 terms, because when Rory won the Masters, Lowry was right in the mix up until I think early Sunday, to where he kind of just faded away. But then that event after that as well, the one 2 weeks ago, he was right there. Do you think going back over the pond, a guy like a Rory, obviously, and we got to talk about him too and his driver as far as that goes. Do you think over there, some of the Europeans, because of familiarity, maybe give Scheffler a little bit of a run for his money?
I'm sure there'll be competition, but here's the deal. At the beginning of the year, Scotty Scheffler was coming off an injury, freak injury, albeit that, but he was still competing. Well, now it looks like he's back to 100% health-wise. So I would think you're going into these tournaments now. It's old-time Tiger Woods now. It's Scotty Scheffler versus the field. Who do you take?
I think I'm going with Scheffler. I just think what he's doing, what he's done so far in this body of work, and as long as he's been doing it, I mean, Raff, I think back when he won back in Dallas, at his home course, basically growing up. That seems like that was months ago, and that was just a few weeks back.
Yeah,
you
no,
there,
it's
you there,
no. Oh no, I was just it's just he's playing really good golf. I mean, he's returned back to the form he had before he was injured. So he's dangerous. If you have to pick someone to win a tournament, he's got to be the hands down pick from here on out.
Mm-hmm. You got the U.S. Open coming up in June. He's going to look well for that. And that this year, I'm trying to look up where that's going to be played. That's going to be played at, to make sure, Oakmont Country Club is where that's going to be. And after they get done with that, of course, they'll head over the pond to the Open Championship. But I just don't see anyone unless Scheffler. Now, granted, Raff, as we know in Jackson, golf, there's those ups and downs that do sneak in. We do know that. That does happen. But what Scheffler's doing is he keeps on this pace, man. He gets a chance to run through that, the U.S. Open Championship there in Oakmont. That's going to be next month, June 12th through the 15th. And then you will have the Open Championship over in the UK. That's going to be in July is when that'll take place. And so that's 17th through the 20th. That it's going to be at Royal Portrush is where that's going to take place at. I'm probably jacking the name up, but that is going to be the 153rd.
What was that again? I missed that.
Royal Portrush. The Royal Portrush is going to be over there. That's going to be awesome as well. Again, that's July 17th through the 20th, and then the Open Championship next month. So we got a lot of golf coming up. Raff, with Rory's club, his driver, what's up with that, man?
Well, there was a lot of players that got their clubs, I guess, suspended or taken away from them. on the radio broadcast, it's nothing that the player does. What happens is when those clubs take so many hits, then that's when they fail. Like actually Scotty Scheffler, the driver he was using wasn't his normal driver. His had got suspended also. But the radio guy, he stressed it. He's like, it's nothing that the player did. It's not illegal or anything. It's just, it becomes illegal because they've hit the golf ball so many times. But one thing that he did say is, they should not do that 6 days before a major. If they're going to do something like that, they should have done the test like 2 or 3 weeks ago and let them come to the major with the equipment that they've been using, for the past couple of weeks. He said that was the only complaint that he had, that it was kind of that they did that 6 days before for a major. So
What's the 0-1? That's for sure. John in Cortland says 2 words, AD, Bermuda grass. Laugh out loud.
He loves Bermuda grass.
Yes. And Blake, yes, the Open before the Open Championship. Forgive me for getting my Opens confused on that one. But yes, Blake, as we just mentioned, the U.S. Open is before the Open Championship. The U.S. Open, like I mentioned, is going to be in Oakmont in June. The Open Championship overseas is going to be in July. Raff, before we get to our next break, man, we got to bring up, I want to make sure I keep your schedule the way which you had it on here, man. We got to make sure. Oh, what's that?
I said, we're good.
We good. But you know what, man? OKC, NBA, I know we're going all over the place here, but on an hour show and make sure we get it all in. OKC, Raff, what are your words? Because, wow, that's your team. You adopted them.
Yeah. Yep. No, I'm a big OKC guy, even though I caught myself cheering for Denver a few times. So, it's a tough world that we live in. But yeah, they took care of business. Game 7 there, 125-93. SGA played a really, strong game. I mean, I think they've been this selection from, I think if you had to go into it, I think that was the team that I would have picked. So I guess they're living up to the expectations. Plus, they've had their coach. I mean, the Nuggets, even though Adelman took over and coached well, you still, when you're firing your coach 2 or 3 games before the end of the regular season, I mean, it changes the complexion of things. Even though they performed well, made it to game 7, but the stuff that they had to go through and having the sustainability that OKC had, having their coach and having everything the same as what it's been all year, I think that gave them the advantage in this series.
Something that Jokic was commented as saying here, and I thought the same. He says, we definitely need to figure out a way to get more depth. Jokic said, it seems like the teams that have a longer rotations, the longer benches are the ones winning. He mentioned, you look at Indiana, OKC, and themselves in Minnesota, been great examples of that, because at some point, Raff, the lack of bodies was going to catch up to Jokic and to Murray. You think about this stat here, which I think is deafening on them. It was almost certainly you can't keep playing 6 or 7 guys 40 or more minutes a night and expect healthy roster. Dude, they're only like 7 deep, Jackson.
Yeah.
They're only like 7 deep because you don't even see some of the other guys after that. You know what I'm saying, Jackson? I mean, and which were OKC, they were going 10, 11 deep, at least 9 or 10 deep, occasionally 11, but they were going 9 and 10 deep. But you got Jokic and Murray playing 40 plus. Their top 5 guys are playing 40 plus minutes a night.
Yep.
That's gonna be hard to contain long term, man.
Yeah, it sounds like a call from help from Jokic over there. So hopefully they get him some help. Hopefully they figure out their coaching situation. I agree with Raff. I don't know how you really expect to make a super, and they did better than I thought they were going to do with firing their head coach, a couple games before the playoffs.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's just you diminish the culture when you fire your coach that close to starting the playoffs. It's just I don't know how you expected them to go win a championship,
right?
Because obviously that's their goal.
Absolutely. So. Raff, do you see number one priorities for Denver this offseason is acquiring some more depth? With that being said, because the other teams that they've played against, and the teams that are in this Final Four now, they're 9 deep teams, man. Minimum 9 deep teams. I don't know. Like I said, you think about this: Jokic and Murray coming off injury. Jokic, okay, now they're another year older. Okay, obviously these guys are still young men as far as NBA years, but there's a lot of miles on both of those guys' treads right now. If next year, obviously, as you mentioned, Jackson, firing your head coach, a few weeks before the playoffs start, and we can go go crazy into that of why they did or why they didn't do it. The bottom line is they're done. All right. So in this offseason, Raff, are you thinking those guys are acquiring, we got to get more depth than just going 5 or 6 deep?
Well, first off, you've got to decide, are you taking the interim tag off Adelman, or are you going out and hiring another coach? And then if you bring in another coach, then you're looking at new complexion of the team. So Denver's definitely got some things that they've got to deal with this offseason, not just from a player standpoint, but from just an organizational standpoint of leadership.
It's going to be interesting, Raff, how long, and I think you bring up a good point, how long they are going to keep that interim tag on him. Because if you want to move forward and looking to acquire players, you got to have some things set in place as far as leadership goes. So, again, OKC bounces out the Denver Nuggets yesterday very, very handedly as far as that goes, taking care of business with those guys. So, again, we'll see. We got the Final Four in the NBA that remains left. And so Tuesday night, tomorrow night, those things pick back up with games. So we'll be checking those out tomorrow as well. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. We come back. We got some RGT time. We're going to send things back out to the East in Omaha, where Nick and Austin Orman will take on. They'll be sharing about Nebraska State baseball that's going to be going on. We'll be back, folks. It's The Drive, 937 Ticket.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Jumpstart your summer to the max. Walk into any Max Tan in Lincoln and get a $5 standing tan session or a $5 red light wellness booth session. Your summer tan starts today with $5 sessions at Max Tan with 3 Lincoln locations.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. Real quick news, Nebraska baseball. 8th seed in the Big Ten baseball tournament. They will take on top-seeded Oregon and Michigan State in pool play, hoping to extend their season. And, Raff, they've got that it's a new format. They're playing in those in the pool format. Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, no, I just said they were the pods there, so they won't be. So, yep.
It's a different little format this year, but you figure in Pool A, you got Nebraska versus, you got Oregon, Nebraska, Michigan State. In Pool B, you got UCLA, Michigan, and Illinois. Pool C, you got Iowa, Indiana, and Rutgers. And in Pool D, you have USC, Washington, and Penn State. So that's going to be fun to watch coming up. 10 a.m., you got Illinois. In Michigan, you got Rutgers versus Indiana. Of course, Nebraska at 6 p.m. Takes on Michigan State. And that is Tuesday, May 20th. Obviously, we'll talk more about these tomorrow as well, but that is the first one right there. Again, that's Illinois versus Michigan at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. At 2 p.m., you got Rutgers versus Indiana. And then, of course, Nebraska takes on 12 seed Michigan State at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. We'll go Pool B, C, and D the rest of this week, but that's what's going on Tuesday. So that win, Nebraska, obviously when they took care of business this week, last week with Purdue, that definitely helped them as far as that goes right there. Rafferty, what you got for the RGTZ, my man? And first of all, we also got to talk about Raff. Man, if we need some doors taken care of, what do we do?
Oh, we got to go to Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance, you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Also, we can't forget about our friends at Renew Auto. Dave and those guys do a great job. But Raff, what do they do, man?
Everything.
They do everything. You can call or text Nate, Eric, or David at 402-833-3858 or visit Renew online at renewyourauto.com. From body shop, ceramic coatings, window tinting, spray and bed liners, paintless dent repair, rust proofing, and undercoating, and so much more. So give Nate, Eric, or David a text or call today at 402-833-3858 or learn more about renewyourauto.com. And again, you can see them again at what Renew can do for you. And that's renewyourauto.com. RGTZ, Raff, what you got, brother?
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take. We spoke about it earlier, but I'm going to give it out to the acreage. Josh Banderas, what they do there, like it is like we've talked about the ambiance. We talked about how cool it was and stuff like that. But the one thing that always sticks out to me is I like to see how the workers respond. And I thought it was awesome how they were all having a good time, smiling, little bit of dancing, just having a great time working. And I think Josh has really got a really great crew there, because Josh wants to make it as great as possible for you, because of course that's his place. But when the workers are taking as much pride as he's taking in it, that's when you got a successful business. So the Acreage, you guys are my Raff's Good Take, and that website is acreageevents.com if you want to check it out. So congratulations again to Keno and Maddie also.
Appreciate it, man. You took care of that part of it, Raff, so I definitely appreciate that. The attitude adjustment of the day, folks, I was thinking about this, is this, man, if you got family that you've been meaning to reach out to, I'd encourage you to do it as quick as you can. That person you've been meaning to call, pick up the phone. Man, we just always assume we got more time. We always assume we got more time, and time is the most precious resource that we have, and the one that we can waste the most. You can make more money. You can do, all those physical things and materialistic things. But man, time is one of those things we don't get enough of. So man, seize those timely moments. Raff, the last few minutes we got here, man, we got to talk about your Pacers. John in Cortland, good morning. Goes, how about those Pacers? Knicks just went through a tough 7 games. Been a minute since they have played in the finals. Raff, in Jackson, you think about the Pacers. You have to go back a long way since the Pacers were relevant in the postseason as far as that goes. And like you mentioned, John, New York went through a rock fight. You know what I'm saying? They went through a rock fight with Boston. And you know what? And I tip my hat to Boston as well, and to Golden State as far as that goes, because both of those guys went out, they're superstars. When Tatum got hurt, you just knew, okay, they did win the next game without him. But it's like, would that be sustainable against a team that New York, and again, kind of like our lady softball players, Raff, New York was playing with conviction.
Yeah, no, they're on a mission. That game, New York, this series, it's gonna be crazy. For the Celtics game, it was wild, and now that they're in the finals again, and you kind of got that. I was trying to think, the Knicks and Pacers, has it been since '94? Because I believe it was Knicks and Pacers that were playing when OJ was on his little Bronco run there. So I think that was the last time they've matched up in a finals.
It's been a long, we have to look that up, but Husker Army, good morning. He goes, Rick Smits. It might've been during that time, Raff, the last time that it was both of those teams playing in the Eastern Conference Finals. Because both teams, as you know, New York has been in obscurity. She's probably dang near most of your life, after your lifetime, Jackson. The last time they were relevant, it's been, I'm thinking like Allen Houston and those guys, Raff. You know what I'm saying? The last time that New York was kind of, that team that you could, because they were bottom feeders for a number of years, number of head coaches, players that were kind of being shipped in and shipped out. So it's been a little while, and Indiana's been the same thing. So Husker Army, you might be pretty dang close to that, to where Rick Smith might have been that last time. But John and Cortland, I tell you what, man, those Pacers are playing some basketball right now. So with Halliburton, of course, leading the charge. Will Halliburton's dad be allowed to go to this series, Raff? Have you heard anything about that?
It sounds like it was Tyrese that said, you can't come, Dad. So he might still, maybe we'll have Dad up in like a skybox or something.
Put him in a suite. Yeah. Where Dad can't come on the court. Guys, we're going to get you shipped out and take out the book.
I got a question for you. Will Keno and Maddie be going to Jack Russell to get their insurance in now that they're married?
I have no idea.
I was giving you the lead in to do the Jack Russell read.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that. But I did lead in with Jack earlier.
Oh, you did? Maybe
yeah.
I missed it completely.
Oh yeah, I caught Jack earlier on that. Did I check Jack? Did I do Jack earlier?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure I got Jack on there. What's that, Rafferty?
Oh, my bad. I'm half asleep. I drove 13 hours yesterday.
Yeah, and just in case we didn't, the section was sponsored by Jack Russell, Farm Bureau Financial Service. He's been a well-respected rep since 1999. Protect your home, your vehicle, your family, even your future. You can give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. And just read it again. I don't think we did, but we got it out that way.
I'm also tired.
Everybody's tired.
I got to show more enthusiasm for David from Renew. David, you are amazing. Everything you do is amazing. I'm so proud of you and everything you do. If you need your car detailed, whatever, David from Renew, get there. He's the man.
Folks, some guys that are going to be definitely enthusiastic as well. We got Nick Sanders and those guys going to be tipped up. We're going to pass the torch to them. Raff, go ahead and take us away, my man.
All right, everyone. Have a great Monday. Be nice to each other, and we will talk to you tomorrow.